Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Welcome back, welcome back. My name is John Megacycle. A couple of the guys on the Discord channel showed me up Autonauts. I believe this one comes from Pyro Musical, a good friend of mine. He showed me this game, and this is how it starts. It's in development. It's a game about automation, as you might guess. It's kind of my thing. I'm just going to take a little bit of a walk through the interface and stuff, and we're just really going to get started. There's not really a tutorial. There's not really a quest system. There's not really anything going on. There are certain tasks that we need to do to get certain things done. And with that, we want to automate them as much as possible. Now, if you've seen me play any of my games before, Infinifactory is a version of automation where you try to solve puzzles. Factorio is a game that is truly built around automation. This game, Autonauts, is really a good foundation, still in development for a game programmed in Unity that I'm really enjoying. I'm really having a good time with. We have our Autonaut here, just named Autonaut. They don't really have any sort of other designation. They have an inventory in their hand that they're holding and an inventory in a backpack. The version's in the lower left, and then we've got a little frowny face here with the number 0 next to it. I believe from playing this a bunch, the objective is to find little creatures on this planet and make them happy. Making them happy requires certain things, a place to live, food, kind of stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up a stone, pick up a stick, and when you do that immediately, it allows you to craft these two very simple items, an axe and a shovel. Now, interacting items with other items is done in this fashion by left-clicking. You're either an item you're holding or whatever. To drop an item, it's the right mouse. So it's very pick up and use or drop. It's very straightforward on how that works. We're first of all going to make an axe. Your character bounces up and down a little bit, super happy. Put the axe there. That's kind of how you interact with the game. In the same regard, I'm going to grab a stick and a stone. I'm going to make a shovel. And there we go. The axe is used for cutting down trees. The shovel is used for digging holes to plant tree saplings or the acorn nuts and grow more trees. So right now there's not really a whole lot going on with the interface. If we hit Q, it puts whatever we have into our backpack. So I'm holding the shovel. Q just puts it away real nice. If I hit I, that opens up my inventory again. I'm just going to put that shovel down. If I hit E, it brings up a build menu. These are buildings that you can construct. Some have some requirements, some don't. So it's a little hard to get into when you're just first looking at the game. Let's just take a really quick look at some of the buildings that we're going to be using more commonly as we get started. General storage is a 1x1 structure with a little bit of a front. You can see the chevrons right in front of that. That shows the entryway or the input, the output. That's where stuff goes. So if you need to interact with this thing, that's how you do it. We're going to be using general storage very much. Simple flooring is required for some structures to be built upon. A crude bench saw. As you can see, this is red as opposed to other structures that are blue. This one really signifies that we need some flooring. So the only reason I know that is I played through a bunch. So I'm saving a little bit of the headache of trying to learn this yourself. A bench saw is a much better crude bench saw. But yeah, again, same thing, it's red. We're going to be using the metal workbench. This allows us to work with, as you can figure it out, metal. The cream of the crop structure, one we're going to be building first, or very close to first, is the worker assembler. This is how we build workers, and we can automate a lot of the processes that we have. The recycler is really cool. It gives you a 100% refund on whatever you put inside of it, which is awesome. The incinerator, as you can figure out, since there is no output, it literally just destroys stuff, as opposed to the recycler that actually kicks something out, because you can see there's an in and an out. Let's see, what else have I been using? Fencing is interesting. It's used to keep in cows. We'll get to that later. Dry stone wall, I haven't messed with at all. What else do we have? A router, a wood router, really just forms and shapes wood planks into stuff. Let's see, what else have I gotten up to? The clay furnace, this is how we turn raw ores into metal, usable product right there. The crude hut is where we keep these little creatures. They look like babies to me, or little animals of some such. We keep them in there, gives them a place to live. What else? The totem, I'm not sure. The millinery, I'm not sure. We haven't gotten that far. Milk storage is a kind of storage that just stores milk. There's this, and there's also fertilizer storage, which is here. These are two things that are very specific kinds of storage, but can hold a lot of it. Also, water storage, another kind of storage thing. And a kitchen table, I'm assuming, makes stuff or makes people eat or what have you. So let's get started. One of the things that I learned after playing this game a couple of times is automation is key, which is important. I like to do a little bit of organizing before we get started. Everything's clear. Okay. The other thing you'll notice is there's a bunch of this terrain that's grayed out. It can be revealed just by walking over to it. There you go. Very simple. Oh, we found not only a cow, but our first baby. I'm not sure what they're called. To be honest, I just call them babies. Again, I'm just going to do a little bit of organization, just moving some of these resources around, get this cleaned up a little bit. You can see a little frowny face on this baby, and they are not happy with their current situation. Hover over them, they have a name, Strufoli. I don't know what noise that is. It's a cat or an emu or something. So whatever, I'm just going to put it right there. Just sit and think about what it did. These creatures don't die or expire or whatever if you don't feed them or take care of them right away. So it's not a priority at all. So let's talk about the first few structures we want to deal with. The general storage allows us to store whatever we want. You can see a question mark. Once we put an item in there, that storage becomes bound to that item. So if I put a log in there, that storage will only hold logs. Now the neat thing about this is I don't need to put storage next to each other. I can put a log storage right here, as you can see, and a log storage over here, and they share resources. So we get 100 storage per block, or per one of these things. We'd have a combined storage of 200 if I threw one here and one here, for example. But the inventories are linked, which is really cool. I'm going to get rid of those right now. That is what we're going to be using a lot of. The worker assembler is also really important early game. So I'm just going to click that there. All it does is it really builds a template. It's not building the structure. Actually, I wouldn't mind 2 general stores right there. Let's see here. The next thing I also want is a crude bench saw. But again, I can't do much with it because I don't have any real room for it. But to get this game started, let's go ahead and just thunk that there. Thunk that there. Stuff can stack on top of itself. As you notice, I have logs and sticks on top of each other. Let's get some simple flooring in. So I can start building some milling machines, and I'm in the room. I'm in the way. I don't have this game 100% dialed in. I don't have pro strats to share, but this is one of those games that I have a lot of fun kicking around. I needed to explore a bit. We got 2 more cows. All right, and dump that off there. Let's grab some more stone before we get started. Let's talk about cow mechanics. Cow mechanics will eat grass. Grass automatically regens itself, repairs itself, whatever. So we don't have to worry about that. After eating so much grass, a cow may or may not poop. The poop is used for fertilizer, but after they eat too much, you have this little milk icon. The cows need to be milked before they'll eat some more. So let's go ahead and get started on some other things here. I kind of want to get this game rolling. We can chat while our bots are doing a lot of the work. Hover over a structure. It says simple flooring log 2. I picked up a log. I'm just going to right click and drop it right on there. Oh, there's our first poops. Looks like chocolate, doesn't it? Looks weird, like a piece of toffee or something. The building itself is done. It takes very little time. So I'm going to grab the axe. I'm going to chop down some trees. By chopping down a tree, you'll either get... Oh, you will always get 1 log, but you may also get some tree seeds. They look like acorns to me. Wow, this has been a good acorn harvest. So I'm just going to dump this here. I'm going to get the shovel going on. These acorns will disappear after a while. I'm sure that's a leg reduction mechanic. Also, you don't want a crap ton of these just floating around. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these planting. That's really all there is to it for tree mechanics. You harvest them, you plant them again, and that's all there is to it. You can hold up to so many items at a time. So right now, as long as I just pick up tree seeds, I can hold up to 4. I can only carry 1 log, though. So see, I can't pick up this other log. Some items you can pick up a bunch of, some you can't. So it's just a little bit of experimentation to figure out what's what. I'm going to grab more tree seeds, dump this. For my first set, I like to make sure all the trees are planted. Lumber is absolutely something we're going to need a lot of, so let's just get that done with. Next, I want a basic our basic crude bench. This is the same as everything else. There's an in and an out. Not a whole lot of complexity to it. I guess anywhere is fine. I'm not really that particular. We need logs, we need planks, we need stone. Let's get the logs done first. It's the easy stuff. Log, plank, pole for the worker assembler. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to that already. Let's get the axe. Now, you see we need other stuff like planks and poles. I'll work with you on that in just a second once I chop down a few more things here. They're very simple. It took me a while to figure out, though. Maybe an embarrassingly amount of time to figure out, but this had a lot of the feel of like Minecraft. There wasn't a real tutorial when... I don't even know if there is a proper one now, but it forces you to do some experimentation, which is fun. In my opinion, I like the experimentation bit because there's so many times where it's like, how does this work? I'm getting frustrated, and then you figure out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm dumb. So if you grab the axe and click on a log, it'll turn into 2 planks. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot. When we get this basic, or this crude bench saw, 1 log will turn into 4 planks. So that's kind of why I want to get this online as quickly as we can. Oh, my tool broke. Because we'll get a much better rate of return. We'll actually get double the resources back. Instead of just 2, we'll get 4. So let's left click a bunch here, and I need a stone. There we go. Now, buildings have recipes. If you click on them, it'll give you a list of items it can make. I want you to make planks. I'm going to grab this log, I'm going to chuck it in, and we should get 4 out. Okay, instead of the 2 that we were getting before. It's very important. We've literally doubled our resource gain. Okay? I'm just going to take these and move them over a little bit. I like to keep a little organized if I can. This worker assembler requires 2 planks. There we go, no problem. I'm going to change the recipe here to pole, which if we took an axe and we attacked a plank, we would get 2 poles. Here, we're going to get 4. See? Again, much better rate of return. So it's important that we get this up as soon as we can. This requires 2 poles. The rest can just be dumped and stacked there, no problem. This also requires 2 logs, so I am going to need another axe. So let's just make another one real quick. Crude axe. Excellent. I need 2 more logs. Now, the awesome thing about this game, I want to talk about the robots before we get to them. The thing that's really cool about this game is it's very easy to teach robots how to do automation. It's not difficult. It is very point-and-click interface. It feels very code-like, but it is not that in-depth. It's very straightforward. It's very user-friendly. Which I was a little intimidated about before when I got started and I had one. I wasn't sure what to do, but... and I ran out of shovel. That's okay. I'm not going to need shovel for a little bit. So... there is that. Very good. And I'm just going to get the tree seeds together because I'm a neat person. I like to get this stuff together. Alright, all our trees are pretty much kicked in. That's great. Now, this has a recipe like anything else. A crude worker bot, a basic worker bot, a beacon, and crude data. The worker bots go in, crude is the worst. Basic is kind of what we want to aim for. A beacon allows you to do waypoints with robots. That may be important if you need to do pathfinding. Crude data allows you to copy orders in between robots, which is really cool. But the crude worker bot is really a clockwork kind of a robot. He kind of sucks. His energy isn't that great. So this is probably my only pro strat, is we're going to skip right over crude, and we're going to go right to basic. Now, basic is going to take a little more effort for us to get ready, because it's a higher tech. And the only real difference is it's something that we need called a gear. Does this say... come on now. A gear. There we go. The difference between this and a crude worker bot is a crude gear. A crude gear can be made in a basic workbench. But we need a different structure to make an actual gear. You know what? Let's do a regular worker bot. Let's just do at least one so I can give you an idea of what they're about. Then you can see the difference. Maybe that's a better idea. Okay, 4 plank. Or pole, crude gear. In order to do that, I need a basic workbench. I think we can fit one right here. Why not? Let's do that. What do I need? Log, pole, and stone. Okay. Dump that. It's 2 stone. The neat thing also about a basic workbench, or a workbench at all, is because it allows us to... I don't think I made any sense with that. Let me start over. The neat thing about this workbench is it allows us to make wood tools, so we don't have to rely on stone. If you haven't noticed, we're kind of already out of stone unless I do a bunch of exploring. But this allows us to make wooden tools, which will really save on our stone until we get to making stonework. And I'm just going to pick those up and dump them there. Great. So now, I want you to make me, and now we've got all the tools and stuff. There's a crude gear right here. I think it just requires a plank if memory serves. It does. Very good. Now you can kind of see with us building these machines that are doing work for us, it allows us to start thinking about automation. Can we take one thing, put it one other place, and do one thing and one other thing? And that kind of an idea is what's going on. So, I'm going to fill this machine up. It needs a crude gear, 4 pole, 4 plank. So I need one more pine tree. Kind of surprised that axe has not broken yet, but that's okay. Plank. You can't interact with the system or with the machine while it's doing stuff. So there's the 4 from there. I'm going to take one from here. So even if I've got more, like I can't click on it and have it do stuff while it's kicking out or accepting product or whatever. And there we go. There is our crude worker bot. He's a cute little guy, isn't he? Yeah, little clockwork wood soldier. You can pick up worker bots just like items if they're not doing anything. Put them down in whatever. Oh, there's something that's really... I thought that was cute. Hold on. Pick you up. Put you down. Doesn't it look really, really angry right now? Nope, just my hair tie. Well, my little bow. Makes him look normal, angry. Normal, angry. Anyhow, let's start working on some very basic automation. We're not going to go super advanced, but I do want to make sure that we understand how this all works. I'm going to grab an axe, and I'm going to hit space. Space has me talk to the worker, so I'm going to talk to Gary. Gary's brain is displayed on the left. There's a couple of buttons we can click. The X, of course, closes it. I can talk to Gary again. This is the inventory. Here I can show my inventory and Gary's inventory if there's something I want to give him or transfer items. There's a play button for when we have orders to give. And there's a record button or teach. This little thing just expands it, makes it a little easier. So, to teach these bots, you show them by example. So, I'm going to hit teach. Gary comes up to me and he's watching everything I'm doing. So I'm holding an axe. I'm going to chop down a pine tree. Okay. I am then going to drop the axe. So I'm going to pick up this log. I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to pick up the axe. Okay. So if you can read through, this is all very easy English. You know, very plainly written what it's doing. Find the nearest pine tree. I'm assuming he's holding an axe at this time. So maybe what I should do is I should organize this a bit. But let's walk through what I told him to do. Find a pine tree, move to the pine tree. So this is look for it. Don't go to it, just look around, find one. Move to it. Use the held item, which is an axe. Move to a location. Drop all, which is the axe he's holding. Then pick up the log you just cut. Or find the log, move to the log, pick up the log, move to another location, drop the log, find your axe again, move to the axe, pick up the axe. I'm having one worker do a lot of things because I just want to demonstrate the automation. When you get more of a demand for lumber and stone and metal and other products later in the game, you can easily break this up. You can have one robot that's just cutting stuff. You can have one robot that's just hauling stuff. You can have one robot that's just... You get the idea. Right now I'm trying to have this robot do a lot of stuff. But let's do a little bit of optimization here. After it uses the held item, it's going to move somewhere and drop its axe. I kind of want it to drop its axe immediately. So while we're in record mode or teach mode, I could just take these orders and move them around, or I could just throw them out. And then remember I said I wanted to pick up an axe first. So I'm going to move this up to the top. I want you to find an axe, pick up the axe. Oops. Move to the axe, pick up the axe. So the first thing it'll do is it'll find a tool, it'll get the tool, it'll use the tool, it'll drop the tool, get the log, move the log. Okay? Fairly straightforward stuff. Now I don't have any storage or any unified place for him to go, but I wanted to at least show you how this works. I'm going to click now. You can either click play and it'll do it once. You can click repeat. Clicking repeat allows you to tell it how often to do the thing. The default is forever. Now, you can give specific orders, repeat until. So this is where a little more programming comes in. Don't worry about that right now. It's not super important, just to get your hands into the game, okay? So this is all blanketed by a nice repeat statement. I'm going to hit play, and now it's going to get started. What I'm going to do is, since I'm holding the axe, I'm going to drop it on the floor. Now, according to his orders, he's finding the axe. He picked up the axe. He's finding a tree. He's chopping the tree. He'll drop the axe right where he's standing. Drop the axe. Find the nearest log. Pick up the log. Move. Drop. Find the axe. See, now it's repeating everything. Now, I don't have to worry about him for a while. Robots will run out of power eventually, but in all reality, we just have robots powering other robots at that point. Now, you'll kind of notice that there's a few things I'm missing. Right now, I don't have really any amount of planting. I'm not planting more acorns or anything, so this could be a problem. Once he's done with one more circuit, you'll see I'm building up this general storage. I like to be a little tidy. So once he brings it over, I'm going to interrupt him. No, keep going. Okay, we're at the top of the order chain. Stop. I'm going to grab a log. So this is interesting. So I'm going to teach you how to interrupt certain parts of the code. So I've picked up a log because right now I'm at pickup log, but I want to change some of this. So I'm going to teach him. And I'm going to put the log in storage. Okay. Now what happened is it came out of the loop because what I want to do is I want to change up. Instead of him dropping crap on the floor, I want him to put it into storage. So this move to location can go away. This drop all can go away. And this move to general storage and add to general storage is what I want him to do instead. I'm going to hit play. He's going to relearn from the start or restart his code, which is find an axe. Okay? Not too bad. Now we've automated some very basic wood production. Oh, did I accidentally grab the axe? The axe may have broken. So the thing is, now he's waiting to do something and he can't do anything. So let's make a couple of axes for our buddy here. You'll also see there's a red power bar above his head. That means he's running out of juice. And I'll show you exactly what we do about that when that time comes. Just going to dump that right there. Now, I think he's looking specifically for a crude axe. I want him to find a wooden axe now. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Hey, how you doing? Stop. Learn. Pick up. And what we're going to do is find the nearest wooden axe. So I'm going to throw away crude and add wooden and wooden. Now, this might seem really clunky the way I'm playing this. You wouldn't do this normally or whatever, but what I wanted to really explain is that, you know, how you can manipulate some of this stuff. This took me a while to get my head wrapped around. We're still in the repeat loop. Find wooden axe, move to axe, pick up axe, find nearest tree, whatever. Go for it. So now, everything's hunky-dory. I can leave these tools anywhere I want and stack up some extra. And hopefully, he'll always have enough tools around. Oh, and he's out of power. Now, he's in a weird spot, but to get him fired back up, you just left-click on him. And he's a clockwork machine, so you wind him right back up. So that's kind of boring and that kind of sucks. I don't want to do that forever. So we're going to have to figure out something else we can do to make that a little easier on us, right? Okay, so next, I want to upgrade our bots. I did want to at least build one of the crude, so you can get an idea of what that's all about. I need a milling machine, I believe it's called. A wood router. This does require a proper floor. So let's go ahead and get some simple flooring in. That looks good to me. Again, I've played this game a bit, but not enough to know, like, oh, if you stack this on top of this, you get mega crazy cheese bonus or whatever. I don't know any of that. I'm just having some fun with it. And I hope you guys are too. Where did we go? Where's that milling machine? Router. I keep calling a milling machine. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and chuck the router. Doesn't really matter. Right there looks good. This requires a wooden axe, a log, a pole, and some planks. So let's go ahead and get some planks going on. Yep, plank. Now we're doing a little bit of running around back and forth here. We can easily build another wood storage right here and then not have to run so far. But I guess I don't mind the exercise. And this can go right there. And this needed 5 plank. And there's that. We need 2 poles. So this is going to go to pole. Now you'll see this little guy dies pretty quick. His batteries are not great. Well, it's not really batteries. Again, it's clockwork. But still to point. The next one that we get, wooden axe, the next bot we get will be faster, better, have better endurance, that kind of thing. This is a wooden axe and the log. All this thing really does for us that we wanted to do is just crap out gears. Gears and crude wheels. I have not gotten to the crude wheels part yet. Requires planks, great. Let's build an army. Let's get really started with this. Because I definitely need someone to help this guy plant stuff. Because as you can see, this is getting into a bit of a mess, right? And just stack it. So I guess the tree seeds don't despawn if you pick them up and move them and put them somewhere. If you just leave them be, they'll despawn. But resources are resources, and I don't want to lose resources. Oh gosh, I got acorns stacked to the heavens. Alright, I need poles, I need planks, I need a bunch of crap. So, let's just fill the machine a little bit here. There we go. And I need planks like crazy, so plank it is. Yep, perfect. And voila, we have our basic worker bot. Same thing with this guy. We give him orders, we teach him just like anything else, so that's very, very the same. Again, they're faster, they move a little, well, I was just going to say they move quicker, like no crap. But they're very well worth it. So I guess my only real quote-unquote pro strat is just go right to these guys, these basic worker bots. The crude ones are just not cutting the mustard. Now, of course, I'm asking this crude worker bot to do a lot of things, which is draining him out. I'm sure all the moving, all the walking. If I just had him harvest trees, maybe that would be significantly more efficient, but for right now, I gave him really complex orders just to get the ball rolling. Okay, another basic worker bot. Now, of course, if you thought this through, you can absolutely have bots building other bots, building other bots, building other bots, you know? But for right now, I'm just trying to do this a little bit manually so we can get this going on. There's this. And this. There we go. We have 4 fresh basic worker bots. Awesome. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to start replanting stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff going on here. The bot needs more trees to chop down eventually. We need to get some stuff going on here. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to get some raw materials. I'm going to make a crap ton of shovels and other basic stuffs I need. Now, one of the things that you might come across when you play this game is you're going to hear a rain, 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 and you're going to hear that, and it's going to sound awful. What that really means is the bot is unable to do what you asked it to do. Okay? That's really what that means. So when you come across that, it's either missing a tool, or it wasn't coded properly, or it can't reach a destination, or something. Like, that's when you'll get that. So don't be too worried. Just hit spacebar and work it over. So I'm going to hold this shovel, but I kind of want to stash it in my backpack, so I'm going to hit Q. And then click and Q, click and Q, click and Q. So what I just did was I just stashed a bunch of stuff in my backpack so I can just keep going. This guy's dead. Now, I'm getting really tired of recharging him. Luke, you're my man. I'm going to teach Luke how to recharge other bots. Now, the thing is, you might have noticed, I didn't mention it, but you might have noticed that Luke's brain is twice as strong as... What was this? What was your name, dude? Oh, dang, I didn't want to... Dang it. I just wanted to know your name. Gary. Gary only had 16 kilobytes of memory. These guys, Luke and the crew, have 32. Well, I guess I charged him on accident, so whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and start teaching one of these guys how to plant stuffs. We have a crap ton of tree seeds. Let's get the rest of this over here. Again, I like a clean base. Call me weird or whatever. Let's explore this. Nothing really. Got another log out of the deal. Okay. So now we've got a nice open field. This is all going to be very straightforward and simple on how to teach these guys how to do mining. Or, in this case, planting and setting up more trees. So, I'm going to set down another shovel. And we're going to treat these guys the exact same way we taught Gary. So find the tool, do the thing, do the work. That kind of a thing. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to say, hey, Luke, I need you to listen. I need you to learn with me. We're going to pick up a shovel. And we're going to dig. Then we're going to drop the shovel. And we're going to pick up a tree seed. And we are going to plant the tree seed in the hole. And that's it. We're going to repeat forever. Again, instead of it moving to a location and dropping the item, I just wanted to drop the item where it is. Have fun. Now, Luke is going to be doing that. Oh, it didn't plant. Hold on. Whoops. Alright, hold on. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Holy crap. Start over. That's the neat thing about this. We just straight up start over. The tree seeds aren't getting planted because of the shovel being in the way. Actually, while we're doing that, let's teach Olga how to do this. Hey, how you doing? Every time, I would like you, when you're done, I want you to move right... how about here? And then I want you to come over here and check on a worker bot and make sure they're recharged. And that's it. Now, the reason why I'm telling them to move, I'm telling Olga to move to an area, is because she'll stay centralized. There, so she'll always scan this area for downed worker bots. That's important because if you have a mining party or a lumber party that's moving off and off and off and off and off, you could get lost, or at least your bots would. Okay, there's no logs to harvest. Let's just do that. There you go. Hopefully that'll restart its system. Go find the axe. That was nowhere near the closest axe, but whatever. Anyway, I need to talk to you. There we go. Luke, we need to chat. Throw all that out. And I'm going to take that. Thank you very kindly. Okay, let's try this again. Let's dump this here. Luke, grab a shovel. Dig in the thing. If I drop it there, it's just gonna override the hole. So let's pick somewhere in the middle. Again, this is probably not the most efficient way to do this at all, but that's okay. Drop it there. Pick up a seed. Find the nearest seed hole. Use held item. Okay, that looks good to me. Fair enough. Go to town. Now, every time he digs a hole, he's going to fill it. So I'm going to just fill up these right here. There we go. Now, grab the shovel. Dig a hole. For some odd reason, they always have one spacing. I don't know why. It's not a programmable thing. I'm just not sure why that happens. But it happens. Okay, so what are you waiting on, dude? Find the nearest log. Again? Find the nearest tree. Move to pine tree. Use held item. One of the things you can do is if you tell them to stop, you can pick them back up again. You can't pick up a robot while it's working, though. I want you back over here. And I want this. And this. Over here. This is the stuff that's going to be really popping off pretty soon here. So axe can go right there. This seems a little messy, but this allows a robot to continuously work until they have no more tools. That's kind of an important thing. And a couple more shovels here. Great. So now we've automated tree growth and harvesting. Kind of a long-winded chat to get us just to here, right? But once you start playing the game yourself, wrap your head around it, works out really nice. So, let's look at other products and talk about what we're doing, huh? We've got 14 stored logs. I also want this to store logs. There we go, 200. And again, these don't have to be next to each other, so don't worry about that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on a little more area here. And I do have 2 more worker bots that can do some work for me. There's a lot of stuff I want to work on. Clay we can start working on. Metal deposits. There's a bunch of stuff. So let's start making some more shovels. We need shovels to start working with clay. And I'm just going to do the same thing here. Oh, hey, I need that, you jerk. There's no way that was the closest shovel. Well, whatever. That's okay. I'm going to grab a worker bot. Let's have you sit down there. Certainly don't have to do this, but to separate stuff that's happening, it's just way easier for me to just do that. Just put him where I want him to go. That way I know exactly what he's doing. Alright, grab our 4 planks. Down here I'm going to want some storage to hold the clay. Right there should be just fine. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip one of these shovels. I'm going to harvest just 1 piece of clay myself. And there we go. I'm going to dump this shovel there. I'm going to dump this shovel here. And I'm going to put this in here. Now, what you can also do is you could have storage with tools, and you could program it so that way every time a worker bot runs out of a tool, they go to a communal storage area, they pick up a new tool, or what have you. I don't want to go that advanced for the first time I'm showing you guys this game, so we're not going to do it. Judy, we have work to do. I want you to grab a shovel, and I want you to start working the clay. I want you to dig on 2 pieces of clay here. I want you to drop your shovel. I want you to pick up the clay, put it in storage. There we go. This is far more effective than mining 1 piece, hauling it to the store. Mining 1 piece, hauling it to the store. I'm telling Judy to haul 2 pieces, so I'm having her do it twice. So let's see here. I don't need you to move anywhere. So, find shovel, move to shovel. Pick up shovel, find the clay, move to clay, use the shovel. Find to clay, move to clay, use the shovel. Drop all, which is the shovel. Find clay, move, pick up. Find clay, move, pick up. Move to general storage, add, repeat, have fun. So as long as there's a shovel here, Judy should be able to get some good work done. Now, the only thing I need to know is way up here, Judy is no longer within range of recharge. So it's fine, because I'm going to do metal stuff as well. I'm going to have 1 or 2 worker bots here, just for that purpose. Great. Clay is going on. Lumber is going on. Oh, I lost my voice there. Lumber's going on. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you supposed to be doing? Get to work, dude. Oh, yeah, that's right. I moved him. Forgot to turn him back on. But look at that. We've already rebuilt the forest. So no problems there. How many worker bots do I have left? 1. Okay, now you'll see the recharge in just a second here. This guy's running on his last ticker. So who's this? Olga? Olga's gonna charge him up real soon. There we go. Look at that, real quick. Not too shabby, right? Very good. Let's see. I want to get into metalworking. I do need a bunch more worker bots, though. So, what are we doing? Let's get that set up, shall we? I kind of don't want to haul a bunch of this crap anymore. So, let's do this. I want you to get a lumber. Why don't you put it in here? And just like that, kind of just automated my... Oh no! Oh, I have to hit play to make it work. Ah, dang it. I keep forgetting that. I kind of keep thinking repeat does it. Ah, that's okay. Minor mix up, no problem. I still need you to do planks. Now, you kind of notice something. and maybe you haven't, but the thing is I keep switching what a machine is doing. This doesn't really help for automation or anything. What I really need to do is I need to make this so that way I'm really just picking up a very specific thing, taking it to a very specific place, rinse, repeat over and over and over again. These robots can't switch the purpose of these machines, and it's also really bad longevity kind of programming to have them do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to keep changing this over and over again, which means I have to do work, which sucks. So here's what we're going to do instead. I'm going to see if I can actually just slap this crap together, and if this guy will do the work for me. At least assembly. So here. Noel, I need you to wake up here. Gear, put it in. Right, because it already has planks in it, so drop. I'm going to throw away the last two commands. And pull. Yep, that's not going to work. So the only thing I'll have to do is pulls. But he'll put everything else in for me. So he can't put the gear in, so that's why there's a little weight symbol. Because you can't put the gear in. So I'm going to put the pulls in. There we go. Now he's going to go ahead and grab all the planks. So I got a little nice helper buddy. Yep, and I got to do the pull work. Oh, there we go. Oh, did you hear that? Minute. That was the sound I wanted it to make. Because that's the thing I wanted to show you. Find nearest plank, move to plank. Find plank, find plank, find plank. Add. That should be correct with the planks. It's weird it's not... I have a spare plank, but whatever. There we go. Yep, robots can stack. No big deal on that. This needs a log. You don't have to have one robot do the whole thing. I kind of like to automate as much as I can, so I like to get that as close as I can, if possible, but whatever. Still, this is a nice help. This is a lot less crap I have to haul. Did I not grab enough bowls? There we go. Now, I can program another bot to start making the panels and hauling other stuff, which I will do. Let's have some fun with this. I wouldn't mind another storage of lumber right here. That way there's a lot less crap I've got to run around with. Plank is what I need. And actually I have 4 planks right here. Okay. And you come here. And I want another crude bench saw. That looks good to me. I think I need stone for this. Yeah, I need one, literally 1 stone. We'll get into pickaxes pretty soonish, but I'm not... I want to take this still slow with you. Try to still figure this out. Okay. And that was Judy, right? I can't... See, the thing is I can't tell the name until I charge him back up. So that's okay. Basic worker bot, I need your help. Now, to answer your question, yes. The worker bots that are recharging other worker bots will run out of stuff eventually. Oh, he looks so cute just sitting in the grass right there. No, I like that better. Yee. Come on. Okay, cool. Hello, Ruby. Ruby and Judy. How about that? I want you to move here. I want you to recharge the worker bot. You're done. Very good. That is Judy, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to keep everyone's name together. Luke is the one planting. Oh, no. Luke. Olga, you want to do something about that? Okay, cool. Yeah, it just took a while to find. There are naturally a couple of delays in them doing stuff. It's not instantaneous, so it takes like a few seconds, which is good for timings. We'll see that a bit more later, I think. Anyway, log. Okay, now, to really build our worker army, we've got one guy that's bringing in... Let's see here. I want this to always be planks. I want this to always be poles. We have one guy hauling planks and gears. I have no one making... okay, so Paul, we got some stuff to do. Grab a log. Turn it into plank. Grab a log. Turn it into plank. That means this guy's gonna haul plank. And I want 1, 2. I think that's good. Yep. Auto, I want you to come here. Grab 2 planks. Come here. Did I not grab 2 of them? Dang it, I did not grab 2 of them. You know what? Let's just start over. And you have enough for... Holy crap. Okay. So, we've got gears, we've got planks, we've got poles. I think I overdid it. Oh no. I need poles up there. Oh god, we Skynetted everything. Oh wow, okay. No, this is good, I think. Let's go ahead and start working on our metal, right? Metal, when you mine on a metal deposit tile, you'll either get stone or raw metal. So I wouldn't mind having just a bunch of storage like that good to go. Oh my god, it's pandemonium. Okay. I'm grinning from ear to ear. Okay, that's enough, guys. That's enough shit. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hi, Paul. Stop. I'll take that log. Thank you very much. Okay, who's next? Okay, they're waiting on planks. He's holding planks. I don't get what the deal is. Is it because I got too many worker bots here? 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not too bad. We could go a few more. Bill, what's your problem? Add to worker assembler. Yeah, do it, man. What are you missing? Plank. No. There's another bot in here. Well, you know what? I'll just do it. Oh, planks. Not poles, planks. I shut off somebody. And they are not happy. Okay, so if I did it right, there should still be more assembly, yeah? That's flippin' awesome. Okay. Whew, alright. I want to make... I want to make, some pickaxes. Okay. Bill... You can stop stuff. How many poles do... Oh my god, yes. Okay, dump it in. It's missing a plank again. Is that bot only pulling 3 planks? Well, it doesn't matter. This gives me 5 seconds to get some stuff going on. So realistically, however much you want to have the robots do, you certainly can. That's what kind of makes this, I don't know. For me, these games, 100% dialed in. I enjoy them very, very much. Let's do this, and this. And this, one more. And I think I have a log on me? I do. I don't need that. Thank you. Okay, very good. Let's come over here and get this started. Actually, I can just pile this up. I don't need to be cute about it. Okay, who's next? Mark? You're the man, Mark. I want you to come right over here, grab you one of these. And mine. Let's see here. I just thought of something. So, the thing with this, with teaching it to pick up whatever fell on the ground, The problem is I don't know if it's going to produce stone or iron. So, let's not do any of that. You have a pick. Mine away. And I think I want this to repeat. Let's try a little nesting here. Repeat until hands empty. And then I want you to move to nearest pickaxe, pick up a wooden pickaxe. I think that's what I want to have happen, if I coded that right. Okay. So I want absolutely another one to do just like that. So, pick up wooden pickaxe, mine. And we're going to do repeat until hands empty. And this can go outside the loop. Okay, Lola's not holding a pickaxe, so she should just go right to wooden pickaxe. Perfect, okay. Very good, that's exactly what I wanted. Now, play. Awesome. Now, we need someone to haul this crap, right? Kurt? I want you to grab 2 metal ores. Dump them in. That's it. Thank you. Matt, I want you to pick up 2 stone. Move to stone, pick up stone. Move to, add to, move to, add to. Works for me. Done. Okay, now we've got automatic this processing. I'm just gonna grab an iron and expand our storage a little bit. Cool. Okay. That is way too many frickin' poles. Paul. I don't want so many more gears. And you don't need to pick up 2 planks. Works for me. What are we missing here? Planks? How many bots do I have now? 1, 2, 3. I mean, literally, why should I do the work when these guys can do it for me, right? Let's put that stone away. Now, as I said before, there's a lot of conditioning we can do. We could say, hey, only do this when there's this many, or when we don't have any more inventory, or whatever, and we're not going to get into that too much. I got 5 bots ready to go. Yeah, this game goes to crazy proportions on the quick fast. Alright, Paul, after you're done with that, stop, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate your work. Oh my god, how many poles do we have here? That's probably enough for 5 seconds. Okay. Eve. Nope. Bill. How you doing, Bill? Stop. I don't want you to... do that. There we go. I think that should do nicely. Now the problem is I think he's holding a thing right now. He was. Okay, that might have screwed up some orders. So, no, we're fine. Robots making robots making robots making robots. I like it. I just like to watch this. This is just great. Now, I think I can have a robot pick up a robot and move him to a robot pile. Like, that's a possibility too. Because I can pick him up. We could also have storage for poles and beams, which might not be a bad idea. Okay, what's your problem? You are out of shovels. Nope. Dude, I need those to do things. You guys suck. I need that stuff. Now hopefully this worker bot here will come up and grab this shovel. Oh no, because she's holding clay at the moment. I'll take that, thanks. That should hopefully reset. No, let's just do it like this. Now she should find the nearest. Eh, she just stole someone else's shovel. Okay, you can kind of tell this is getting a little out of hand. You can stop. Did I stop you? You can stop. There we go. I think I got them both. Okay, Paul. I need you to resume, please. Oops. Oh, I'm holding a robot that's holding things. That's why I was confused. Okay. Okay, what is this thing missing? Planks. Let's take care of that real quick. Getting out of hand this game is. But this is actually a lot of fun. Wait, what are you missing? Planks, poles. Okay. I would like your inventory, please, and thank you. Okay. I guess I'm gonna assemble this bot myself. What are you doing? Find gear. Move to assembler. Plank, 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 plank. Okay, you're just doing gears and planks. That's fine. You're doing poles? No one's doing poles. I'll do poles. We're just gonna junk that. 1, 2, 3, 4. My army. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay. I need to start working on other stuff. I'm getting too fascinated. Which is kind of okay. Alright. Let's make 2 more poles here. And I absolutely need to do shovels. And we are full of clay. That's actually awesome. We're gonna need a bunch of it for our furnaces and clay pots and a bunch of other rigmarole. There you go. Have fun. Okay, plenty of shovels for you. Okay, now giving these commands over and over and over again is kind of boring. So very soon I want to work on memory. Or what's it called? Basic storage, perhaps? I don't quite remember what it's called. Oh my gosh, I made so many bots! Now, you don't have to move these. Like, having them on top of each other is fine, but... Anyway, I think I'm going to take a bit of a break here. We've got a robot army amassing. There's still a lot of stuff I want to learn and experiment with you guys as well. So, what is this? 6 times... It's 18, 19 bots? Wow. Awesome. And what are you doing? Nothing. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Things are looking good. Something's busted here we gotta figure out. Anyway, I'm going to take a small break. Thank you all for joining me. This is our first look into Autonauts, and I really hope you're enjoying yourself. I know I am. This is my cut of game right here. And yeah, so I'm going to take a break, and I hope to catch you guys next episode.